Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today we're going to do another 12 by 12 project, and it's going to be a two-piece project. We're going to make a journal tag and a triple pocket. So if you like my video today, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. Now we're going to go ahead and get busy. The triple pocket was one that was, I guess it was a Roxy challenge, and I saw Scrapbooking with Me do it. So we're going to do that one, and then she also did an easy journal tag, so we're going to do that one. So now, of course, I have everything cut out, mostly scored. Most of it is inked. Some of it will still have to be inked a little bit. But seeing as how it's going to be just a short video, a little bit of inking will be okay. So for our triple pocket, it is 8.5 inches long by 12 inches wide. And all we're going to do is fold it in half long ways, and then we're going to fold it up again in half. But when we fold it this way, we're going to leave a little bit of this showing, so we're not going to completely fold it in half, and that's about 1 inch. So you can, make it 1 inch or whatever you think you might want. And then let me see, I have little notes over here, of course. So we're going to take this top corner and we're just going to fold it under. Now you can make I have a couple lines here because I was kind of just messing around with it. You can make your fold go down as far as you want. I didn't want mine really, really low, so I only did it about there. And now, of course, this is single-sided paper. Now, when she did the video, she also had single-sided paper. So in this part here, she covered it up with book page. Now, I have this that I had printed for another, or stamped it for another video. So I'm just going to cut this off, and I'm going to use this in here because I like the way it looks. So I'm just gonna cut across here, and hopefully I'll get it straight. Then I'll just cut up this way. Hopefully I won't have no white paper showing. That'll be all right like that. So I think the paper is a little cockeyed. I might just pull it up and glue it in, and then I can trim it. I think I'd rather do that. Yeah, it's cockeyed. The way I stamped it is cockeyed, but that's okay. We don't mind. So I'm just going to put it in with some glue stick. So I'm just going to make sure that this side here is even, because I want to make sure my white is covered up. And then I can also ink the edges again. figured I would do most of my inking. And then whatever had to be touched up, I could just touch it up, and then that doesn't take long. All right, so I think that's good. And that's what that'll look like. So it won't have the white background showing. Now, we're going to have a pocket up here. So I think I'll go ahead and I don't have my other punch in here. I think I'll just go ahead and do just a little punch for my thumb hole. Just at the top. You can do that or you don't have to. I might have even thought about not. But when the tag is in there, you won't even notice it. All right, so now what we're going to do is just run a little, well, no, wait a minute. We're going to round our corners. And you can round your corners or you don't have to, completely up to you. Personal preference. Now we're going to glue this little side shut. And once you have your papers all folded in that, it doesn't take long to make these. As long as your glue works like it's supposed to, it doesn't take long. I hope I'm up here high enough. So we're just going to put a thin bead down through there because we want to make sure our top pocket has plenty of room. And then we're going to glue here and down here to make another pocket. I think if I made these again, I don't know if I would do that top thumb notch. Not real sure. And then we're just going to fold these over. So that's going to make a pocket here, and a pocket here, and a pocket up here, up top. And then we're going to glue this part here shut. I think I keep sliding down farther away from where I'm supposed to be. Okay. Now I think I'll just ink a little on the sides. I might have should have inked a little bit extra before I glued everything. But that's okay. I'm not extremely worried about inking. Well, we'll just ink this up a little bit like that, I guess. There. You can also stick papers in there, a paper or something in there when you forget to ink. All right. Now I think I'm just going to crease these down a little bit more. All right. So there's our pocket, and there's our pocket, and up here at the top is our other pocket. Now we're going to make some tags for them in just a minute, but first we'll just decorate the front of it. This is some more of this paper like this. So I figured as long as I used it there, I could just coordinate it into the decoration of the front of the pocket. And then I had just this little digital little envelope with some flowers and that, and I thought the colors went well together. These pieces of cardstock that I'm using, they're very bright and bold. So thought as long as we was only doing 2 things today, I would just go ahead and decorate them up. So that's our triple pocket. Now we can do our tags. The tags are not going to be anything fancy. I just did blue because there's some blue. This is a green, but it also has, when you get it in the light, it looks like a blue hue. I'm going to make sure that this fits okay. It does. So see, there's a little bit of blue there, and I liked the blue color, so I decided that I would use blue. And then I thought I would put some of this coffee dyed parchment paper behind the bird, just so it didn't look so plain laying there all by himself. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue that on. And I also inked this paper with blue. I inked around the tags with blue. So I think now that I put that on, I'll cut my tag shape into it. I did have a thing where I had the different shapes cut, so I wouldn't have to do it this way, but I can't find it. So just do it that way. Okay. Now let me ink this up. Not sure what I want to put on there for a little pull. I don't know if I want to use lace. I don't know if I want to use string. We'll think about it. All right, now this one, we'll do this one. This one I did the same thing. I used the coffee dyed parchment. So we'll go ahead and glue this on. I like it with the blue ink on it. We'll just go ahead and cut this. And that. There was no rhyme or reason to the way I cut that or tore that paper, so. There was a lot of flowers on the paper, so I really didn't want to use flowers. So what's the next best thing? Birds. All right, and now this is going to go in this pocket. You can see his little head peeking out. And then this one, I decided I was just going to leave this one plain. Now I don't think I'm going to cut this one into a tag shape. I think I want to just round the corners. Since it's a little bit wider of a tag. Now, for the size of your tags, you just have to measure. Like this one here for the side is almost 4 1/4 by 4 1/2. And it's going to go in this way because it's wide. So I decided with this little birdie, he needed a butterfly friend because he was just on there all by himself. So see, he's going to be standing there watching the butterfly. Okay, and that's that tag, and these are light enough. Whoops, throwing it all over the place now. These are light enough that you can journal on the back. You know what I actually did? I put him on there. I wanted him to go this way. Well, so he's going in the other way. But it works. Butterflies peeking out. Alright, so let me see if I can find something to put in the tags. Okay. I think we're just going to use this baker's twine. Alright, I went ahead and punched the holes. I got this one a little close to the top. We'll just tie it and tie it again. There. And that looks good. So that one can go in there. looks good. And that one can go in there. All right, so there's our triple pocket, and I think that turned out pretty good. All right, so our next one is an easy journal tag. And this piece is 4 by 12. Now this side, or the inside, I kind of marbled it a little bit. Did a little bit of tangelo and a little bit of a pink. So, we won't have another one like it. So anyways, all you do is fold it in half, and I inked. And I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did 8 sheets of paper, just different kinds. I think there's one of them, and just that stuff. And then all you're gonna do is stick it in here. Now let's see, I think I'll try to kind of get it in the center. We'll go an inch in from each side. I think that should be good. Now I don't know if I'm going to be able to cut through all of these, so I'll be right back. Okay, so normally I would have had that all done. Guess I kind of forgot. So I only have this, so it doesn't cut through anything that's very heavy. So I don't think it really matters which is the front and which is the back. And I think I want to go ahead and round these corners. I just like the corners rounded. And then we can just go around them again a little bit. Now I just have pieces of stuff all over the place. All right. Well, I'm going to cover it up. I think I'll put this on the front. Doesn't really matter. All right. Now, seeing how I cut them out almost individually, they don't always line up again. So we'll just try to line them up. And then I'm going to use this chenille yarn. I used it the other day in a project too. I really like it. It's so nice and soft. Now I think when Miss E did hers, she punched it through the top, I think. But I just punched it through the front. So you can do whichever, whichever way you prefer. So we'll just pull this around here and tie a pretty bow. And then, as long as this is just tied in, you can always add other paper to it when you use your paper up. Now another thing that she did when she got everything put together, for this to be called a tag, to make it look like a tag, she cut the sides into the tag shape. and she did it afterwards, so you would know, where to make your holes. And then your paper underneath would also be cut in the same design or the same way. You know what I want to say, but you know what I mean. The paper inside is also angled. So when you open it up, you have your papers. So that's what makes it a little tag journal. All right, now on the front of it, just a way to use up a scrap, is another one of these pieces of, that's what it is, ledger paper. So I just cut my corners. I thought the color of the back of it went good with the background. I think my pink ribbon will go okay with the green. It just looks springy. So I want to put my ribbon on there just to kind of border it. And then I'm going to put this little mason jar on there. And I just think it's so very cute. So I'm going to glue this down first. Maybe I should glue my ribbon down first, I think. No, because my ribbon's going to go over top. Knew I was doing it right the first time. So how's everyone been doing today? Hope everyone is doing good. And just kind of center it. You could decorate your cover however you want. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac for this. So I think I'll just run some up there. It has little hearts in it. It was a Valentine's ribbon at the Dollar Tree. I don't think I used it for Valentine's. I have fuzzies from my yarn. Okay. Now I'll just trim that. Then I might have to go over it with a little bit of glue and glue what didn't catch real good. All right. And then I'm going to glue that right next to it. So that's another project for using up our 12 by 12 scraps, and see if they are bright wild colors, we can just cover them up. So what do you think about the project today? I think the triple pocket turned out really, really cute, and I think the blue and everything goes real good together in it. And it was fun finishing the project, seeing how it turned out instead of just the plain Jane thing. So there we go. That's our video for today. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And I hope everyone comes back and sees me for my next video. And until then, everyone have a nice day and happy crafting. Bye for now.